Alright guys, welcome back. This is a Muntons Premium Gold kit and kilo that I brewed up well over a year ago. It's the old Conker wood. This was when I started experimenting and branching out from the kits. I added, I think it was Challenger hops to this in secondary, just to see what would happen. So that was sort of the step up, or the start of me considering going into all grain. I only mention this because I've seen quite a few responses to the SJ Pour Experiment 2014. Brilliant videos out there, and SJ has said and has kept saying that it needs to be open to extract as well. And I've said it before, but this is a homebrew community on YouTube. It's not an all grain community, it's not a kit and kilo community, not an extract community, not a boil in a bag community. It's a home brew community. Doesn't matter what you do, don't matter how you get there, you're getting beer at the end of it, and if you enjoy it, that's all that matters. So let's give it a crack. Don't know how it's going to pan out. Good carbonation. Smells sweet. I can't remember how it tasted. It's been that long. But let's give it a pour. I only found this because we were sorting out the spare room, and in the box there were 3 or 4 bottles of this that I thought I'd drunk and got rid of. So there you go guys. There she is. Looking all dark and mysterious. A bit like myself. Smells nice. You get that sweetness from it. It smells like a barley wine, although it's not very strong on the ABV, if I remember correctly. So let's have a taste. Oh, really chocolatey sort of aftertaste, a bit raisiny, or like date sort of flavour. That is not how I remember it, so time must have played its part here. Well, beautiful. Right, this Homebrew Wednesday I've actually got some brewing updates to show you. Now, if you're following me on Facebook, you will already have known that at the weekend I brewed the smash beer for the Smash Off Spring 2014, and I did record a few snippets, although things took a turn for the unexpected towards the end, and I'll explain a little bit at the end of this week's Homebrew Wednesday, because the video just sort of stopped. I needed to concentrate on what I was doing. So it started out fine, as you'll see, and I have to make an adjustment. The bazooka tube that I made was used for the very first time this weekend, and I have to say, crap, absolutely rubbish. Did not work how I wanted it to work at all. In fact, it didn't work. It was probably too efficient at straining the hops that, as predicted by a few people, it blocked up. I really had all faith in it. I didn't think it would block up. I was using whole leaf hops as well, but it was an absolute ball ache. It ruined the day for me, because I was hoping it would work. It failed, and then not only did it fail, but I had to then faff about getting it into the fermenter. So for those of you that said it wouldn't work, round of applause to you, you were correct. But at least I gave it a go, it didn't cost me anything. Anyway, enough rambling from me. Let's get on with the Smash Brew Day. Over to you, Shed Tom. Yes, thanks Indoor Tom. You join me for this week's Homebrew Wednesday in the brewery, because as you will see later on, we are doing the Smash Brew. It's actually in the pot now, boiling up, but we will catch it from the very start in a second. I'm enjoying a Young's Double Chocolate Stout. It is really, really good. Ooh, beautiful. Just what I need, because the wind is blowing a gale and it's not looking particularly nice outside. Right, before I start with the video clips of the Smash being brewed, I just want to take the time to talk a little bit about Idle Valley Brewing again. I know I go on about it most videos, but Harry, you're a cracking chap. Right, let me take you back. Can you remember this image that I put up of the big sack of grain? I placed my order for 8 kilograms of Marisota and the yeast, and this great big sack arrived, and I thought, holy shit, sent me nearly twice the amount of grains that I ordered. Fantastic, brilliant. Harry, I didn't actually open the sack until this morning when I started brewing, and that's when I made the discovery. Not only did he send me what I ordered, but I also got this little package containing some hops, some Saflager S23 yeast, and a Proflop tablet, a little note, and some Vienna malt. Man, you're an absolute star, you are, you're a legend. So the note reads, it says, "Hi Tom, I'm thinking of putting this Vienna Smash recipe into kit form for the shop. Before I do, I thought I would use you as a guinea pig first and send you a bit of a prototype. I know there's not much to the recipe, but I want to see how other brewers would get on with it. Plus, you've done a lot to plug the shop, so cheers Harry, it's no problem at all." It says, "Let me know what you think and enjoy the brewing." He sent a copy of the Beersmith brew steps with this, and he says, "Just note the smash time and temps are crucial for this one." So Harry, a big thank you for this. I will brew it up as soon as I get a chance. This weekend I'm busy ripping out the bathroom tomorrow, and today I'm busy doing this. The following weekend I'm hopefully going to be tiling the bathroom, but if I get done on the Saturday I'll brew it on the Sunday. Failing that, it will be the weekend after that. But yeah guys, get over to Idle Valley Brewing. I know I say it all the time, but the shop is growing. He's had to do the website again. I think he said that he was sort of pleased because he's now done it how he wanted it to be done from scratch. He's getting more malts in, more specialty grains in, more hops, and it looks like he's starting to sell more yeast, and that is it. Again Harry, a big thumbs up and pinky out to you sir. You truly are a legend. Right, enough from me rambling on about that. Let's start with the Smash. Finally getting round to doing the Smash Brew. I'm really looking forward to this, and Zippy, thanks again for organising it. So this is for the Smash Off Spring 2014. I am just about in time, and luckily the storm that was meant to be hitting us is either late or has not arrived yet, but it's blue skies, it's cold, but I'm going to be able to boil outside, and that means I can get my water chiller in and without too much faffing about. I have fitted the prototype or makeshift bazooka tube into the boil pot, and that's looking alright. I will keep you in tune, or keep you informed even, of any stuck sparges. A couple of people were saying just watch out for it blocking up. However, I am using whole leaf today, hops, so hopefully it doesn't block up. I know what you mean when you use the pellets, they sort of go to a mush ever so fine, and that could block it up, but today I'm using whole leaf. The mash water is heating up. I've got 25 litres heating up to 70 degrees. It's actually going to be heated up a bit more, so that when I get it in the mash tun I hit 70 degrees. And I'm going to mash it for an hour, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have one run-ins. I'm not going to fly sparge or anything like that. What it yields on the first run-ins is what's going into the boil pot. I was speaking to Zippy and a few of the lads on the Brewers chat about it, and they said it was interesting. I've done a bit of research on the no sparge method, and typically if you're doing that, they say to increase your grain fill by 20–25% what you would normally use. So I need to try it. I'm the type of person that if I haven't done it before and someone says, oh that's interesting, or it's a bit risky, I've got to try it, because if I don't, I can never say I've tried it, obviously. So everything seems to be in place at the moment. So let's run through the ingredients. In here I have got 8 kilograms of Marisota. Now I'm using Marisota because that is mainly the base malt that I use for all my recipes, really up to date. And because that is the only grain that's going in the smash, I want to know what that grain on its own can do in a brew. The hops that I'm using are whole leaf Cascade. Again, I like Cascade. I use it in a lot of my brews that I've done, and because I like it and use it, I want to know again what Cascade can do just on its own. I want to be able to taste it, and when I taste the hops, know that it is just Cascade and not something else, which is really what the smash brewing is about. I know there's other bits about getting your temps right, doing a better mash, doing more on the boil to get better mouthfeel, better colour and taste, but also it's about finding out what 2 individual ingredients can do if you really work hard with them. So it's Cascade and Marisota, and the name of the smash beer is the Smashed Otter. I'm hoping to get it to about 6%. We shall see. So stay tuned for little bits and bobs during the brew day, and enjoy the rest of the Homebrew Wednesday video. Right guys, there's been a change to the mash scheduling. I've changed my mind on the hour mash. It's had 90 minutes. That is up now. So let's get it in the boil pot. As you have probably seen on Facebook when I was brewing this up, the weather had turned and it is now actually raining, so the call to brew indoors was a good one. So here's the pot to just to my right and the mash to my left. So let's get it in. Right, let's see what the colour's like. Looking very pale at the minute, guys. Hopefully this 2-hour boil will add a bit more colour. Right guys, it's really nice and clear, or clear enough for me anyway. So let's get it in here and then in the pot. Right guys, the water has now been boiling for an hour. It's going to be boiled for a further hour. So now is the time to start adding the hops. I ain't going to film me adding all the hops because you know what that looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through the hop scheduling to finish off the smashed otter. So I'm going to start off now, 60 minutes boiling of 28 grams. This is all Cascade obviously. And then 30 minutes in to the last hour's boiling, we're going to add another 40 grams of Cascade, and then 10 minutes towards the end of the boil we're going to add a further 20 grams of Cascade. Then I'm going to kill the heat, get the water chiller in, and as it's cooling down I'm going to add another 30 grams of Cascade for roughly 20 minutes steep, and then it's going to be dry hopped with a further 30 grams of Cascade for 7 days. So that's the hop scheduling. Obviously I shall write all the recipe down and the hop scheduling and the temps and everything for Zippy when I send the beers. But that's it guys. So the hour is up for the first hour. So in with the first hops. Beautiful. Yes, that is as far as I got with the filming, the adding of the hops. Didn't manage to get any filming done after that because of the issue with the filter that I'd fitted in. I was faffing about with that, and the boil had reduced the wort by half, which was incredible really. And when I took a hydrometer reading, I ended up with a reading of 1090, which was too much for what I was going for. That one would probably be ready in the Smash Off Spring 2016, as Zippy kindly pointed out on the Brewers chat. So I had to get a way around it. The ABVs were running away with me and I needed to calm it down. Now luckily the first all grain that I brewed up, I did a similar sort of thing. I didn't boil away the wort, but there was a mash out step which I forgot to do, so the water volume that was in the mash out step was missing, so I ended up with less volume in the fermenter, which meant a stronger American IPA. And I contacted Harry about this because he knew I was brewing up at that particular time, and I said, look, can I message you if I need any help? And he said, of course you can. And it got to that point and I said, look, I've done this, it's too strong, what can I do? And he suggested boiling up a gallon of water, letting it cool down to pitching temperatures and adding it straight to the beer, which I did. It topped the beer up, it brought the ABVs down to a respectable 6%, and it was absolutely fantastic. There was no loss in mouthfeel, no loss in head retention or anything like that. It was a corker, it was brilliant. So I did exactly the same to this one. I came in, I pitched the yeast, I came inside, I was milling, umming and ahhing about it, and I thought, just do what you did to the American IPA. I did exactly the same, put the water in, and then before the yeast had had time to eat the sugars, I took another hydrometer reading and got a reading of 1062, which is a lot better. So that's how my brew day went. But you have to experiment. Being a home brewer, you have to get out your comfort zone sometimes, do things that you haven't normally done before, because you will never learn if you don't make mistakes to learn from. So all is well, it's in the fermenter now. As you can see, it's absolutely bubbling away like a good one, which is brilliant. So at least I'm not having any stuck fermentation. Guys, it's been a pleasure being part of this smash off so far, and I can't wait to get it dry hopped, bottled and sent off. That's it from me. I hope you're all having a good week, and again, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Right guys, I'm going. See you later. Stay safe. Pinky out. I'm gone.